welcome to the second episode of our Minecraft 1.18 Let's Play. You've probably noticed that we moved locations. I did say we were going to build in that Mega Taiga last episode, but honestly, I just hated the podzol so much. It was so ugly and I just had to get away from it. I could have spent the time to remove it, but that just would have took so much time and effort. I just wasn't willing to do that, so I found a flower forest here that we're going to live in for now on. I do have a starter base planned for today's episode. I've got most of the resources gathered. We're going to get started on it pretty soon, but I'd also like to say that my mods that I was using in the last episode, that some UI mods and mods like inventory tweaks and stuff like that, I've actually had to quit using those because I was running into a lot of crashes. I could barely play the game at all, honestly. There was just so many crashes. I moved 5 feet and I'd crash. So I had to disable those, but I did keep all the data packs and the Optifine installed, so we'll be fine there. But I think really we're going to get started on the starter base as soon as possible. I just have to smelt up some of this clay. So I was up here after I built up with the clay to break it down, and then I realized I can show you guys some of the landscape we're working with. Right down here is where we're going to build our starter base, and then I plan on putting a wheat field probably right there, or maybe over here with a giant, not giant, but a pretty good sized windmill, or maybe just a house. And then maybe we can do something with this plains biome over here. Maybe build a little village or something. And then in this direction, a couple hundred blocks, there's an ocean monument, which we can make a farm out of. Not anytime soon anyways. I'm moving my berry farm, but I want to show you guys a cool little design I learned from a YouTuber called Waddles. He does a Minecraft Let's Play as well. It's really good, you should check it out. But basically you put 2 fences on either side of your berries and trapdoors or slabs on the top. And once you place your berries, normally a fully grown berry will damage you. These ones don't because they're not fully grown. But the trapdoors stop you from taking damage, but they also allow you to harvest them. You can make it however long you want, but I usually only do mine about 5. And since berries grow really fast, they're going to be a pretty good early game food source for us. Pretty much the only thing I've got for now, but I think our end food goal is going to be cows. I think we'll eventually switch to bread soon once I get that windmill sorted, but cows are definitely the end game goal. So I've marked out the foundation in some temporary blocks really quickly just to show you guys, and this is going to be the basis for our house. This right here is going to be a kitchen. And then this right here is going to be a ladder, and then we'll have a couch and a rug. And then the upstairs will be storage and our bedroom. And we're just going to put some pillars in these corners, go up 2, because 2 of these blocks are going to be bricks once they get done smelting. And then we'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll strip them. And then we'll come over here, and it goes right here. Let me 1, 2, 3, 4. Break my fall. And then 1, 2. And this goes up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to connect them just like so. And this connection is a bit weird, but it does work out. Yeah, there's gonna be one more. Oh, I ran out. There's gonna be one more right there. Connect it here. And our floor is going to be dark oak. I really like dark oak as a floor. I use it in almost every single one of my builds. I just think it looks the best because I really use dark oak as walls. So it really helps stand out the floor, or make the floor stand out. This build has a pretty unique roof design. I really like the roof design of this build. I did it in creative, like I said. It's kind of weird. It's not like a normal roof design you would typically see. but I do think it works really good. So this is how I typically build my houses. Usually I start off with the foundation and I build that up, and then I do the wireframing, which is what you just saw me do with the logs. Most houses in Minecraft are built up with logs like that, but I like to start with the foundation. I couldn't do that in this one simply because the bricks were smelting, but I'll do it now and it'll be fine. I don't think I'm gonna have enough bricks for this. I might have to go get some more. I'll probably definitely have to go get some more, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. So I finished the foundation and I laid out the floor of dark oak. And now we're gonna start putting in the walls, which is what I like to do next. I'm not gonna strip them right away. It's gonna be stripped oak with a mixture of oak planks. For texturing. We're also going to texture the pillars, which is something I actually learned recently. I actually didn't know there was a pretty good block to use for that, but I'll show you that here in a minute. We're just going to do the walls really quick, and then we'll probably texture and punch out a few windows. So I finished up the walls, but now I want to teach you guys about something called texturing. Now I see a lot of people not doing this in their builds, especially on forums and Reddits. A lot of people showing off their builds on stuff like that, and they don't texture their builds, and it ends up looking very flat and dull. What you want to do when texturing is find a similar block. For stripped oak, most people use oak planks, and you just want to randomly take out a few of the blocks, kind of spread it out evenly, and then replace it with that similar block. And you see this adds a lot more texture, hence the name, and it makes it look a lot more, how do I put this, not solid, not flat. And you do this for a lot of different things. Cobblestone, you can use stone and stone brick. For dark oak, you can use, I think it's spruce unstripped logs, like just normal spruce logs. And you can also use the one of the villager tables. It has a dark oak texture, and it has some magazines and stuff on top of it, and it makes it look like there was some stuff thrown down on the floor or something. But you just want to take, oh, was that meant to be stripped? I don't know. But you want to take out some random blocks and just replace them with that similar block you chose. And now that we've done that, we're going to texture the stripped pillars right here. Now, I learned this recently, but you can texture stripped pillars with oak logs, and it blends in pretty nicely. And I'm going to start doing this a lot more in my builds. I've never done it in the past, but I think it looks really, really good. Once again, you just take out random blocks and replace it with that similar block you found. So once you're done texturing, the next step is going to be punching out your windows and your doors. I plan on having a door right here, as well as two windows right here. And since I took out that block, I'm actually going to add it right back right there, just to make it a little more even. Now, something I like to do with my windows and doors is to put oak stairs above them, or whatever blends in with your wall the best. It just gives it a lot more depth. Depth is another key thing you're going to want to look for in your builds. If you don't have any depth, once again, it's going to look flat and very dull and not stand out at all. You see that stair just adds that little bit of depth in there. And then we're going to add some glass panes, which I'll get smelting up, as well as two spruce doors. But while those glass panes are smelting up, I noticed something about my build, and you always want to be looking at your build and noticing things about it that you don't like or you do like, and try and repeat the things you do like and take out the things you don't like. Now, I noticed that this wall and this wall is just too sharp of a change. It doesn't blend together at all. It's just very, it clashes very easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with some stairs and add in a little divider that just separates those two textures and makes it look much, much better. Ooh, that is supposed to be, oh, didn't mean to do that. Well, I'll have to fix that in just a second. That's meant to be stripped. And We'll do that. And I'm just gonna go all the way along the build, adding in this little divider. And then we're gonna add some arches into these little divots that are in the wall because of this divider. Because arches, I feel, makes everything look just that little bit better. Adds that little bit more detail to your... Whoa. That is not a shield. Okay, don't know where he came from. Can't enter a village now, we'll have to drink some milk. But I gotta get some more spruce stairs, and then we'll add in those arches I was talking about. Arches, I like to use slabs, stairs, and some trapdoors. So you just add some stairs in the corners, and then come in with the trapdoors on the sides. And you place those and open them. So I noticed that this wall was actually 1 block too short and needs to go 1 block out this way. So I've been changing that really quickly. This might take me just a second, but we'll get that fixed and sorted so it's not an issue anymore. And then there's supposed to be this right here, and this is supposed to be brick. And then it's supposed to be 3. So we need that. And we'll just rebuild this back up. No big deal if you make any mistakes, just fix them. So I added all the arches I was talking about, and now I'm just going to go back in with some glass panes in those spots we didn't have the glass earlier. And after that, I think we're going to do the roof, which is going to look pretty good in my opinion. I like the way I designed the roof in this build. Okay, that's all the panes. I think we need some cobblestone. I'm going to need to go get some more cobblestone. And we're going to need mossy cobblestone, because I like to texture my cobblestone stairs and stuff and my roofs with mossy cobblestone instead of stone. I think it adds a little bit more color to your builds, but I'm just going to go down here and get a little bit more stone for us, and then we'll get started on the roof. So I'm currently making us a stone cutter, which is going to help us preserve our stone since I don't have that much of it. For this roof design, we're going to need very few stairs, actually. Probably make about that many for now, maybe a little bit more. But we're going to need some slabs as well. Probably a little more than that. And of course, we will make them out of both variants. There we go. And we'll climb our way up here. And it's going to start right here. And I'm going to build it out of cobblestone for now. And then I'm going to come back in with the mossy stone. And I think it's this. Whoa. Almost died there. Let me eat really quick, and I think we repeat that on the other side and connect it in the middle. So I copied the roof design on the other side and I connected it in the middle, and this is what it's looking like without the texture. You'll see that it looks a hell of a lot better when we actually add in the green mossy stone. It's gonna up it a notch, definitely. And I like this style of roof because it's kind of more squished down, looks more like kind of like a barn type roof, you know what I mean? And we'll just connect this along the side and do it again over here, exactly the same. And then this side is a bit different, I'll show you that. But for now, I'm just gonna finish the other side and connect it on this side, and I'll see you in a second. So I finished this portion of the roof. I went ahead and took the liberty of texturing it as well, and I'll show you what it looks like on both sides here. There's what it looks like, and we'll have a different type of design in this little empty space. I like the way I do them. I think it looks pretty good, but I'll show you guys how to do this side really quickly. Let's just build up here. And we start with a stair, upside down, and then we go Stair, stair. Oh. Stair, stair, stair. Go back on the other side with some stairs. And it goes stair, upside down stair, stair, upside down stair. And then just slabs all the way, I do believe. Let's check if I did that correctly. I'm gonna die to fall damage, I swear. Did I do that correctly? No, I didn't. Those 3 stairs are wrong, I do believe. So let's get rid of these. And I think it's coming back in with some slabs that it was. Let me get rid of that one. Let's check how that looks. There we go. It looks very similar to this front one, which was the purpose, the goal. What I was going for in the moment. Let's see here. That's how that's supposed to look. We'll connect it on the other side and then we'll texture it. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with some texturing and we'll see how it looks after that. I'm gonna show you guys what the whole roof looks like. I'm gonna wrap around. I think it looks pretty good. I really like the roof on this build. It's one of my favorites, personally. But I think the next step is going to be these little empty parts and then filling in the roof and finishing it with the spruce that we're going to go in with. Let's see, where are my spruce stairs? Doesn't look like I have any, so I'm going to have to make some. We're going to need quite a bit for this build. But I did overestimate how many I needed for the last part, so maybe I shouldn't make as many. Probably about that many for now. But it's always good to have a surplus of your building materials instead of not enough. We're going to do the empty parts first, but I am going to need to go collect some more oak wood for it, so give me just 1 second. So I collected just a little bit more oak wood, and now we're going to head up here. And it doesn't really matter which order you start, but I like to use stripped logs, and I'm going to start here with oak, and then spruce. And we're just going to alternate this and then strip them. And then build them up to cover the empty gap. This is oak. Strip them again. And we'll have to do it a little bit more on the inside because we don't know what the inside is going to look like yet. But we'll do it on both sides, and then on the other side right here, it goes oak, spruce, oak, spruce. And then we'll strip them. And then build up again. And I'll show you guys what that looks like in just a second when I finish this part. I really like it. I think it is probably my favorite way other than wool to complete an empty spot like that. So I've jumped down to show you guys what it looks like. It doesn't look the best, I do admit. I do think light gray, maybe some white wool would look a lot better in that spot, but this is the best I have for now. I just don't have the resources to use the wool, but I think this is decent enough for now. Here's what it looks like on the other side. And I think the next part we're going to do is going to be the spruce part of the roof. Let's see. Let me just organize my inventory really quickly. Okay. So let's get started with finishing off the roof here. I forgot to make slabs, so I'll have to go back down and get some of those. I'm gonna fill in this part for now. We'll have to break some of it later to connect this part of the roof, but for now it's gonna be fine the way it is. Okay, like I said, I vastly overestimated the amount of stairs I was gonna need because I forgot we were using slabs. I don't have the data pack to turn back into blocks, so that kind of sucks. I'll fill in these parts where we can use full blocks for now. And then we'll have to go back down and get slabs. Okay, so I'm gonna actually use the stairs like this and go upside down stairs right here. I think it'll look good on the inside, and I also don't want to waste them. So I came back up with the slabs we're gonna use, and we're just gonna fill in these parts here. Oh, that was an accident. Do it on the other side. And I'll come back in with some, actually I'll do it right now, so I don't have to do it later. Just use some upside down stairs to create more depth on the inside when we're finished with that. Okay, there we go, and now we'll have to do this part. Just gonna require slabs again. Let's see, do we have full blocks? We do. We're gonna connect this with a full block, and then we'll have to break these. Once again, connect it with a full block, and then add these slabs. So I finished up this other part of the roof, and it connects nicely, as you see. I really like how it connects here. I think it does it really flush and really fluidly. So we're gonna go back down, since we're done with this. And we're gonna start on the interior of the house. You know what, actually, we're gonna do the interior in the next episode. I think that would be a really good episode of its own. It would be kind of short unless I might add the exterior in that episode too. We'll definitely have enough time in the episode, but this is what the house looks like so far on the inside. Nothing very special. But on the outside, it is completely finished. Give you a quick wraparound tour. And that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. If you did enjoy the video, please consider rating it down below. And if you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. See you in the next episode. Bye, guys.